So at that point, they should have deleted all the outer towers and have an opportunity to go in the high ground. They're starting to open up. Nice hook back. And of course, if you're Imran after level lead, what are you? So he'll just accept his first blood, go in the way of Anna. Nice start for this game for T1.
Yeah, that's fantastic, of course, for them. So already on the scoreboard, 1-0, and win his part there.
So you're also seeing Frank has gone for wild axes. Like he can't level pull the wild in this lane. It's just you're up against the maiden who's going to get frostbite level 2, right? So it is a very much hard count lane for Infamous, which is kind of unfortunate considering they only need the beast to do a lot in this game. At least they hit an arrow beautifully done to get a kill on Whitemon. But
yeah, in fact, you see right here, that's not going to be a kill, but it got damn close. But yeah, Leo Style going to bottle up another water rid, and it's actually the lane Thompson is going to be able to get a zone as no one's rotating over. Stop that bottom lane, that's a kill. That's a kill, and it's a big one.
Double kill.
They baited themselves in as well. Like they thought they could get the Undying, the mistake that we always make, and Cuckoo will even get to deny himself afterwards.
That's a kill on Medusa, a big one.
Hello.
They baited themselves in as well. Like they thought they could get the Undying, the mistake that we always make, and Cuckoo will even get to deny himself afterwards after getting a double.
And I mentioned the Tombstone presence maybe not going to be the most powerful throughout this game, but hey, in the laning phase, it's still going to be very strong. And obviously a big factor as to why they're able to get those 2 kills initially at the bottom. Thompson nearly going down the middle, but will live, has TP support, and now they're going for the turn. Pango's dead. Beautiful turnaround from T1. He had to avoid the arrow. That was close.
You're clicking next, and then all of a sudden arrows in your face. But Thompson dodges there, beautifully done there. Leaving farm before heading back to base here. Wants some min-max, as he has got a lot of mana left. Meanwhile, on the top lane, looks like Frank's been found out of location. A little bit of a pickle. As soon as the Mirana shoot mid with the arrow, they knew they could take that kill top. And that's a frustration in the mid lane as well. Bot lane, in the meantime, though, bigger frustrations coming. Parker barely able to dodge death here, but it's wrapping around on him. One more tap would end him. They'll finish off the Witch Doctor first, probably. Zephyr. Oh, it just doesn't matter, man. It's the Tombstone zombies that are doing the damage. Cuckoo will be able to get the follow-up, and this lane is getting mighty spooky for Infamous.
Cuckoo, he is so tanky here, and getting some more decay stacks up as well. Michael putting some pressure on this mid tower, but Black looks again potential.
Ring control off the mark this time around, so Thompson will be hit up by the Maledicт, does need to retreat away. Michael can keep poking, but instead he turns around to assist. Zephyr doesn't care though, he's already got his kill into Affliction. The irony of the ban with Maledict being the one afflicted in the end. Oh, Zephyr will die, but the amount of tension he drew, gotta be happy with the result.
Yeah, there's certainly no disappointment right there by creating himself. But Ana, hook, yes, it is gonna land. Michael attempting the dodge. Ana being very careful with where to hit it. Sure enough, lands it and gets the kill. So that fudge doing work. Look at Thompson. He's gonna go into the jungle, try to steal the rest of these creeps, and he does for the most part.
Punishment coming though. Leo Star in position to stun Thompson up. The slows come out, and he cannot get about. It's going to fall down. Zephyr charges in though. Parker brought low. Stun interruption. CM not able to assist with the ultimate anymore. Primal coming out, but the Primal Beast will be able to walk away successfully. Key detail though is the Medusa stays alive.
Thanks for playing Dota 2.
That's important now. Again, you lost a bit of that farm, but hey, they killed the last track, so an eye for an eye, I suppose. But Ana trying to find a kill. He gets one onto the Witch Doctor. He takes out the creep as well, pretty much knowing that he's dead at this point, and just runs with the Medusa.
Your win conditions. Thompson. Oh my god, this is so gluttonous. Roll Thunder comes in, stuns are there, and Thompson will pay for his read.
Well, Undying was nearby, only a level 1 Soul Rift though, so not even worth it at that point, and with the Tombstone, it came out way too late, so the one saving grace there, I think, for Thompson is he is able to finish the Bloodstone. The Celestial doesn't have the IO partner to that point, right? No, and I understand the idea of having an Undying. Yeah, sure, he can provide that Soul Rift deal, but it's certainly not the same capability, even if it was level 4. But Undying apparently walks into a death trap right there. The Bloodstone going to be activated once again. You see this the scream coming out of the background from Parker, but it has worn off, and now when the stone gets worn off, he's in trouble. Medusa's just dead. The Dismember on top. The new Blink picked up by Ana.
Double kill.
Able to get the positioning as a result, and that's a 3-for-1 easy fight for T1 in the end. Beastmaster, he's not the happiest right now.
Deadly sweet.
Thompson, good God, if that had been the wrong place, wrong time, and actually opens up an opportunity to go in. Hook's going to come out into the dismember. So Pangolier can't even initiate here. Things going to be popped and dropped, and Frank, Primal Roar, it's a leave me alone scream. But Zephyr's chasing, BKB still activated, he'll stick on top of Frank. And just as T1 were probably willing to leave the base alone, now they're going to be invigorated to go in again.
Yeah, and Leshrac now shows up. Again, Thompson wasn't here for the very beginning, but with him showing back up, they lose the Primal Beast, but oh, maybe Leshrac regretting this. He's got the Aegis. It's likely going to be burned. There we go. So eventually goes down, but of course resurrecting with that full life of mana. So not the end of the world. T1 pushes back in. Buyback for the Witch Stock to the Son of Medusa. There's that Stone Gaze and the immediate retreat for T1, but I don't think it's going to be a full retreat. They're likely... maybe it is.
Instead, actually, the goal here for T1 is going to be to pivot top, push in, maybe take that tier 2. Although, as soon as I say that, Thompson seems to be partying.
His bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, wow.
Little style, though.
Yeah, but he's rolling funds.
Got TP worst case. I mean, he's kind of just toying with top, and it feels like he's going to be rolling out eventually. Ana's dead.
Yep, they got the Primal Roar, the follow-up as well. Whitemon at least able to get away with the Glimmer Cape, but great maneuvering by Infamous. They forced the rotation back out of Thompson and then immediately pounced in the mid lane. Rolling Thunder goes on cooldown, 70 seconds. Gaze goes on cooldown. Like, all these cooldowns are longer than what T1 has. However, T1 didn't look to pounce, and now as a result, these are all coming off cooldown for Infamous. They're ready to fight here. Rolling Thunder in, stun control looks good. The follow-up as well to Thompson means he cannot move, but Anna's there to save the day with the hook back. BKB comes out, and now they're going to have to stand and fight because there is no way Infamous is letting them away from here.
Yeah, as soon as those BKBs come off, though, you see the turn starting to happen. T1 beating down Medusa. She has to have it hold the ground the best she can with the mana shield up, but eventually wears out. No mana, no life means a dead Medusa when it's all said and done. You see Kuku, man, he's the left, he's low on life, but he's got the K stacks to steal. Oh, it's actually going to be taken by Leo Style with the Aegis, but he is going to die, and now he's going to resurrect and blink on out. So while all of that fight was taking place, Roshan getting low in the meantime, and eventually picked up by Leo, but coming on as well. So Outpost Force going to be taken over by T1. So talk about more of that map control. But well, Infamous, to get around this, they're going to all smoke up and try to find that engagement. Here's the opening on Ana. Primal Roar. Just got the way on the mute. The Cryptic Guard comes out of response. The back of the Rolling Thunder. Thousand counts in the back alliance. You see the shield crowd constantly coming down. The buyback, and she's already died early on. As a Dino beating down with the Tombstone on top of Frank. Eventually, the Tombstone is still off, though. Frank's still alive with the Wilson activation from Thompson. He's just running like a madman. He's got the Lotus Orb effect as well to assist. And Beastmaster dying throughout, but that's, I guess, one of the 2 deaths. We're not done just yet, though.
He's in trouble. He can't get away from this anymore. Thompson's going to try to stand his ground. He needs some assistance, though. No more stuns means that Parker will be able to get out. But you can see the power of Leshrac. If they do not burst him straight away, he can still come out ahead. And you know what, Breaky? He detailed there why that worked out. Not too bad for T1 in the end. Pudge initially got stunned, but the 4-staff save came out. The arrow didn't connect, and it meant that he was able to get the Dismember out halfway through the fight.
I like how Pudge literally picks up everything, by the way.
Mine.
So he's like, it's all mine. Nom, nom, nom. Oh, this is an initiation right after the fact. Beastmaster's going to be done with the pulverize, but immediately response. Able to get the Primal Roar off. The Tombstone's down, though, and Beastmaster unable to be saved when it's all said and done. And Thompson, once again, continues to charge in the back line. Some Crystal Maiden is picked off, Leo style. He's lost that Rolling Thunder, though, but he is annoying.
Okay, I think they don't want to chase. They realize Leo Style's about to do it to him again, like drag them away from the base and waste their time. They need to get in, but Leo Style confidently waiting around, trying to clear the creeps. Does maximize the time wasted by T1. Need every bit of time they can get because the tracks are in the base. BKB gets activated. We do going on. A lot of damage coming out from the Witch Doctor, but not enough. A lot being returned his way. Stone Gate is going to be used very early by Parker. Hook back doesn't work out, courtesy of the Mansa. But now you have nothing to defend your base with.
And this is a Pudge who, well, Cheese is in his backpack currently, but he's got the Aegis, so he's not worried. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised to see him fall. Look at Thompson speaking of diving. He's going to get the Lotus Orb effect to help keep him alive there, but that's going to
Okay, net worth Leshrac.
Yeah.
It's not too bad. It's like, not better than my top game. You know, it's not impressive. Oh, God. I think anyone can do better than this Witch Doctor's KDA at this point, though. 18 deaths now on the board. Hook back. Doesn't quite work out the way intended. Roll through from Leo Style. Follow up looking good with the Primal Roar. Cuckoo staying alive at the moment. Gets forced up even deeper. Parker forced to activate everything and stand his ground, but Pudge will give over his life. It's only the Aegis, however, and the bigger issue remains. Thompson stands his ground, but goes deep. Maybe a little bit too deep here. Bloodstone is good, but I don't think it's that good. Or is it?
Yeah. That was a risky time for Thompson, but as I say, risky, maybe not so risky. They're going to get the kill onto Medusa. Oh, maybe not. Actually gets forced out the way. You see Pudge taking the set as well. Going to be wearing up in there, but the pulverizer slam dunk onto Medusa. She is forced to buy back onto though. Popping the refresher, running back in with another dismember, but he's going to have to BKB and run himself, getting on out of there. So there's a couple of times there where I was looking at T1 and being like, did they actually overcommit here?
In the base, like we saw last time, does sound good.
Double pulse Nova's amazing.
Double eating though is pretty good. BKB, like, you're just gonna take the base. Great, let me just refresh and ignore your existence. Bye. Oh my god.
Over here, they're not ignoring assist as the Crystal Maiden. They're gonna take her out of the freezing field being used, but she goes down, so does the support on the other side. Once again, a Witch Doctor. However, Beastmaster left in no man's land and picked off. He's dead for 85. Has buyback on the Beastmaster though.
He grabbed his Lestrak when he's been initiated on, saved Thompson, regen him up to full, and as a result, it was almost impossible to kill off Thompson. There it is again, Anderson saves the day, saving Private Thompson here, and even if he comes out now, he's going to be regurgitated in full health and happy.
Oh, they're gonna run it this time, but no, he just pops on out like a special surprise and jumps right in. Looking to take out at least a Beastmaster chasing after the Medusa as well. Once again, Witch Doctor, he got hooked, he's dead, so a bit of distraction there, but we have Mega Creep still spawn, so it does feel like Infamous just delaying what seems to be the inevitable, and there's that once again from Pudge.
Yeah. The same issue remains, like if you get stunned, you're not using it though, right? Like Primal Roar can save you from one, but there's Dismembers and then there's also Pulverize. So they need something else, like a refresher on maybe your Beast or Stun. Initiation's coming in, don't need this to happen. Push it away, can't get out, has to buy back straight away. Now the dive in towards the Medusa. She's holding on that Stone Gaze, but forced to use the BKB and is currently disarmed. Now she can't go in.
There they go.
She was struggling for the very beginning of that buyback, but they're going to be coming back in. Buybacks on both sides, especially on the Radiant, but they're just pushing into the Fountain of Medusa. With that divine raid for those standing here, granted the Fountain going rampage on Thompson. So why not? He's getting low though. Nice Manta. That's going to be enough for the kill. The red numbers come out, but immediately Leshrac buys back and teleports right back in. It's like, all right, we had my fun. I got my rampage. Let's actually finish the game now. Fortification, but TV's already called. So it is actually official. KPT1. It's going to initiation as usual when you have an Enigma in the game is going to be key from either side here.
Whoops. Smoke just got broke. Monkey King, what are you doing here? Mistakes have been made. And he hooks the wrong one. Thompson gets left in. They'll least looking to trade out. But first blood will go the way of Infamous. That was not the plan from T1. I like this approach. I think it's just playing to an advantage instead of looking at your pick and then making it even weaker than it is.
See, they're going to go for this kill. Silencer Lemon, he's in trouble. Likely dead. Is going to do as much damage in return to the Enigma and going to allow for the turn from Ana to come out. So kind of just standing his ground, accepting death. And proves to be the correct calls. On a hook, it's not going to be a kill on Michael. Oh,
he's believing a little bit too much here. He's got to show some respect over. Michael does have the salve. I would have a heart attack if he saw Pos 1.
Don't count it out. Definitely don't count it out.
I'm not. It's still possible. Bot lane though. Ana, ambitious. Well, it doesn't work out the best of ways for him in the end, as actually Ana goes down first. Frank does get the kill. Can't really get that pressure you usually see against a melee laner. It's just the way this lane works is in theory, it should be SF favored. But if you get close, there's nothing you can do. Bot lane though.
Double kill.
Roll through.
Silencer goes down first, Pudge as well. And that was just another case of a clash coming out, but then they killed the Silencer quickly enough.
To be honest, he doesn't really need to spam that much. It feels like every time he's using abilities on this task, it's leading to a kill. Mid lane, speaking of kills.
Now Requiem, he's going to be lifted up though, tossed in, now the Requiem going up. No, the last word comes out, so he can't get the damn cast up, but we got a black hole. And that ain't being stopped for the time being. One down, two down, Silencer and Monkey King.
Dota 2.
Both will fall, so the Requiem being stopped over and over again.
Oh,
Well,
Cuckoo makes the best of a bad situation. He's like, well, we're outnumbered on the mid lane. It looks like you left the Sven alone farming top.
play. So, and again, being a support, it's understandable. But as the game picks up, that of course going to become more of a factor. He's going to be involved here as they hook in onto Enigma. There's TP support. Enigma getting low. The auto attacks and the tower assisting for that kill. However, Honor goes down though. Affliction with the toss to finish the job there. Michael, he's dead. He does have his Mask-O-Madness, by the way. He might be in trouble. Look at the slow play from T1 into the Ancients. They're picking him out. They know he's here. Do they have the jump? They're going in. Thompson found the strike. The onslaught. TP support coming in though, but the global silence used as well, slamming him into the ground. Down goes Sven. He's out for 30, and now this response. It's here. Is it enough though? Whitemon feeling the pain. This is the test. So he eventually goes down. The black hole locked out with the Requiem, and Monkey King is gonna fall as a result. So they lose their Sven, but there's the funny. But there's a steal from Zephyr. His own black hole. It's gonna be counted though. The yields up immediately. He's in the air, coming back down, putting the nuke out, but it's just too much damage to handle. And down falls the Rubik. So a 3-for-1 Infamous. There hasn't been a lot of overall push presence here in this game. They got fighting. If there's a team, trees destroyed though, Monkey King's in trouble.
He's gone. Yeah, trees get cut down. Frank sensed there's something wrong here. Nice pick. And you know, something to kind of consider actually is that Infamous haven't really changed the way they're playing the game compared to game one. They still just want Parker to farm and nothing else. He's still open for a long time. Infamous aren't building BKBs anytime soon, so you can just keep extracting kills across the map. Both this Pudge and this Primal Beast. That's what we're looking to do right now. He's stuck in the river and in trouble, but maybe Breaky, maybe we can still be able to get away courtesy of Michael.
Yeah, Michael, he's the one in trouble now though, so yep, saving his teammate, but don't think he's getting away from this one. Just gonna make it take as long as possible, and eventually the damage is done. So now he immediately goes into the Dire Ancients for somebody else, but Shadow Fiend, he's already well away, and Nicholas porting in next to him, but they're not done chasing him. They're going in. Shadow Fiend gonna be jumped up to secure the kill.
Thanks for
But
playing.
it's all said and done. Thompson, though, that Spirit Vessel's up, but I'm gonna take the Stormhammer to the face. The black hole on Cuckoo, but there's the global silence. We see to immediately counter it.
In trouble. This member's going to come out. Slows as well, so they can't easily retreat. Pulverize will keep them on the spot as well. Now, luckily for them, Anna is not willing to throw out the hook just yet, courtesy of Parker being in the neighborhood. But Parker's here. He's not farming, so he needs to find some kills. In on Anna. Slow's going to come out to keep them away, and maybe he can make his escape, but too low on the HP. Spirit Vessel ensures he can get out, and Infamous in the end turn it around. The gluttony of a POS 1. Just let me hit the creep. Maybe 1 or 2 creeps. Sure, but we get to hit you as well. Michael.
Oh, Tusk.
On in. Every bike sort of lumps it. Gonna turn around on him though. Constraints comes out. Parker willing to fight. Blinks in straight away with the Storm Black Hole used against them. Pulverize as well. They can't even back off. It's gonna turn against them here. Boom going down. Could be not done yet though. Looks for an extra on the side. SF dead and Infamous in shambles.
That is the worst feeling ever if you're Enigma. It really is. Knowing that you not only died, but you gave up your black hole to the Rubik, and it's what sets up the next massive fight.
You can see T1 don't play that way. These guys have no chill. They are incredibly aggressive. Keeping that up here in game number 2. Stuns come out. Initiation looking like it's going to backfire for Infamous as Affliction and a bit too deep. And the counter attack on the side with the black hole there to counter out. T1 turn about. The silence of the open up was good enough to secure them around the pit.
Yeah, Silencer did not have a buy. That's the first thing I looked for. Did he have a buyback? He did not. The second he died, that was the absolute opening that Infamous needed. And it goes back to, if they have the jump on Silencer specifically, then you definitely go if you're Infamous.
I'm pretty sure anyone dies to this Sven if he stuns them now, actually. They need to get out. Anna's waiting around. They catch two. Parker goes in. Straight away takes out the silencer. Anna will try to run away. Gets the blink off, but Leo style catches him with the Yules. A Boogaloo to party. To celebrate an easy 2-tapper there.
Yeah, and again, Silencer does have the buyback now, but it's certainly not worth trying to even remotely save the Pudge at that point. But yeah, that's exactly the hope that Infamous was going for. Gonna be a free one. Michael's going hunting though. He's in the front lines with that smoke. The opportunity is near. There's the jump. Not the greatest target in the world. It's Pudge. He's going to pop his BKB and return with the Dismember. Arcade's Curse. Tusk likely dead. Maybe not for the time being. Thompson, Wukong's off to the side. Leo Style did not realize he was nearby. Now he's going to pop his BKB and try to run. They lose a Tusk. And Leo Style survives some way somehow. The Yule's on up. There's another fight taking place to the south here. And the blink away from Leo Style manages to get away. Pudge now in trouble. And Pudge likes it. A Bolton Fear goes back down for Cuckoo. No, Pudge survives KP.
Yeah, and now Sven's being stunned up. They have got enough to protect him right now. Toxin's trying to turn upon him, but needs to be careful. Can't get the dodge out. Too much damage out of Parker, and he might even find more out of this. Cuckoo trying to make his great escape, but it seems he's a little bit too slow. A fight that looked like in the second half it could go away at T1, but they did not have enough lockdown, rather.
King with the first chance.
Not able to connect. He wants an easy opener. Maybe they can find it. The stun comes out. Leo Style late to activate the BKB, but don't worry, Cuckoo's still got something for you now that it's activated. Backside, however, they've lost the Sansa, and this is where you don't want to fight. T1, Black Hole can come out against them, but no! Buyback instantly cancels out Frank's relevance here. Cuckoo and Thompson will chase him down, and all of a sudden, Infamous need to retreat.
Well, and Shadowfield also gets picked up. Speaking of retreating, Tiny attempted to do so as well. He's just dead, though. You look at the south, though. You got Sven running back in. He's got Godstring still ready to go. He's looking to find Cuckoo. Not going to happen. Onslaught away with the TP, and that'll be the end of that. So, has now been activated. And he's going to look to use it soon, but Thompson immediately moves on. Still down with the Valor Strike. The 800 cut off the bad Parker, though. Pops the BKB. No fire's activated, though. Parker needs to get out of here. He's still very low. He's got support nearby. Thompson chasing, but the Yule's on up. Sven is getting low and finally dead. 100 seconds he's out for it. No buyback KP. Infamous in trouble.
Oh, Cuckoo is just zoning the entire team away on his own. They get the big kill. Like I said, no buyback. He's gone for 90 seconds. And that's why you're seeing Infamous make this move. Global got used. They're free to go, but only for 30 seconds. They need to make it count. Jump in, BKB activated by Cuckoo. He turns around against him. Tiny chose the wrong target to open up with. And all of a sudden, that window has closed.
Jumped in and became an immediate ragdoll. Meanwhile, Sven with the God's Strength. He's hunting for somebody. He wants the sign. Look, he's just going beeline for the fourth back right of the black hole. Gonna be activated right break. Eventually gonna be stopped, but the damage is done by Infamous. Thompson. He's gonna melt down. The Aegis brings it back up. Leo Style. No Requiem was used earlier, but Sven is still here. He's got a Stormhammer. Gonna be silent for the time being, but it doesn't matter. Monkey is out for 90. Has a buyback, but they chase on a Cuckoo. And Infamous gonna annihilate this fight. Silencer, believe it or not, will be the only one to live. That looks good for Infamous.
I think this is the furthest out of his game, of his base he's been in the last several minutes.
And then that's been the game being played by Infamous pretty much all throughout, and not going to change now. But yeah, Whitemon, that refresher itself is not going to be happening anytime soon. There's Black Hole, there's the first one killed, there's a refresher though. It's like we saw this coming. The Requiem on top of Silencer kills him. He did his job though up there. The second Black Hole, the BKB is not going to matter. And Infamous looking to close out here in game number 2.
That's it. There's no way to come back. Zephyr, he was waiting for an opportunity to turn around with the Black Hole, but in the end, it doesn't even matter. He's going to be dropped. Cuckoo left alone on his lonesome. Buyback from Sansa is completely irrelevant here. And Infamous just completely stomped T1's hopes of taking this game.
Radiant's top tower is under
Yeah, I mean, they're going to give it their valiant effort, knowing that the end is near, I'm sure, but I don't see T1 being able to stop this push, especially with your Monkey King and Fudge. Position 1 and 2 still dead. There's the Mega Creeps officially spawning, so how about it? This is going to end up being a split series, and you know, again, Infamous, all the credit to them. They played this one very well, and I don't know if this is necessarily a drafting issue, but it does seem like T1, they invested a lot into countering this Enigma. Not only with the Silencer, but across the board, things like the Rubik pickup especially, but
there it is.
Clearly that didn't matter.
Nah, GG gets called. I mean, T1, I think you're right. They have this different style about them. They're committed to the idea of fast 5-man Dota, but Infamous proved there's a way to dip your toe in the greed still.